Hey everyone, I'm Riley. I'm one of the co-founders of Mingle, a three-person community that has grown to serve the mental and social health of over 500 people through community and music over the last couple of years. I'm here to walk you through the good, the bad, and the complex of creating something like Mingle. I hope you get something out of this film and create culture and community wherever you are. Here's the fun interview where I explain why we were compelled to give up years of our life for mental health. Enjoy.
Riley, we're going to jump in with you. There's an interesting fact about you that you grew up living with Mr. Australia. Can you talk about that? You can talk about the impact it had on you and where it took you in life.
There was many people in a similar kind of like tier, I guess, growing up. It obviously just puts pressure on you, living up to that. Definitely used sport as, obviously enjoyed it, but also used it as a safety thing. It's a scene that's there's a lot of men's cult, locker room culture in that kind of space. And yeah, I definitely got wrapped up in it big time, hey. And I think, I think I had a relationship to break down. Got pulled out of sport, and people were like, I don't care what you look like, I don't care, and this is from someone who had an eating disorder, from ages 10 to 14, and it was almost like a cocktail to me at the time, that feeling of just being loved for who I am and for what I value, rather than what I look like and what I could do on a sporting field. So definitely got more into psych, like we all do when we, big things happen. And then just started like loving connection and loving catching up with mates. And I think I caught up with, let's say, 4 to 5. I genuinely believe 4 to 5 people a week for 3 years. So 4 or 5 coffee dates. I just realised how sad a lot of people were, and that's, there's ebbs and flows, but there's a lot of people that needed a lot of help. And it's like, well, what can we do? The mental health is such a big thing at the moment. That's depression and mental health things in men in particular. It's important for everyone, but that causes a lot of the abuse that we see with our girl mates, and you're like, how do I stop my girl mates crying on my shoulder about the sexual harassment, the abuse and things that they're going through just from their male partners? And it's like, it's just almost like, why you couldn't live without doing something about it. And it's like, well, how do we do that? Is it a community group? Is it, what's actionable? So I think that's kind of like how Mingle started, really. It's just like, how can we meet people where they're at? In the beginning though, it's like no one, I can't, come out of this thing and you're like, just like, let's do something about this, and everyone's busy. And and you're just like, oh, what do you do with this energy? What do you do with it? Definitely stole stuff from the sporting world and the positive stuff. And the hospo, culture as well. But definitely running other small ones. Like probably not the first, probably like the 12th idea of like creating a community.
So you tried a few different things along the way?
The fitness community was big, it is. And actually, to be honest, if we're talking about community, I'd say the fitness industry kind of nailed it pretty quickly. Started in sport, and then people started in private gyms. And then I was like, well, how can I take that outside of the gym space and do that? So because not everyone's in exercise or vigorous, high intensity exercise. So it's like, how do we give this to other people?
It's an everyday person.
Yeah, the everyday person.
So we set out on a quest to create something fun for mental health, and it looked like this. It felt like we broke through. Years of trying different things, and finally something worked. People were keen to socialise, support each other and be part of the community, really unknowingly for each other's mental health. But soon after, we started to lose traction. The hype had gone, and people were scared, and they were struggling to grasp the concept vision? And why were we just meeting in a random place to talk? Alongside this, many of the partners that started Mingle had other things going on in their lives. Everyone started to drop like flies. It felt like depression and anxiety had taken over so many of our internal community. Funny that we were trying to promote it and create a community that helped other people. I broke up with 2 different partners over the next 2 years. I started losing my own community. I hadn't spoken to my friends in years. The reason why I'd started was dwindling. I forgot what it was like to be part of my own community. So we had to go to the drawing board and keep this thing alive. We came up with the idea of putting the healing power of community and of music together. Slowly, it started to grow. We had 3 musicians that we knew. We put them on our first gig, it got us going, and collabed with old friends. We told some stories in the hope that it'd be the turning point for others in our community. And we did another event, More and More Cafe. We built. We had our favourite photographers put on an art exhibition, digital and print, and people were absolutely bawling. And then our artists played and they blew us away.
Case ain't coming. Felt like a trespass.
Then we reached out to a friend who had a contact at Halley, Little Creatures, and they put us on for not much, and they believed in us. We got on an old friend to sing for us, and later in the year she turned out to audition for Idol.
She's the woman in my winter.
It was so wholesome. Both voicey just tore this night apart, and it will forever be a big memory, and we're not sure why she doesn't play massive gigs yet already.
Why can't you want me like the other boys do? They stare at me while I stare at you. Why can't I keep you safe as my own? One moment I had you, the next you were gone. Rehearsed steps on an empty stage. That boy's got my heart in a silver cage. Why can't you want me like the other boys do? They stare at me while I crave you.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could find a way, make it all right? We had just one more day. I drop you in my life, and you feel warm every day. Where I don't wanna feel alive.
We then wanted to go all in and prove that community was an answer for mental health. We wanted to do a WA first and throw a community fest, invite the best communities in WA and celebrate the work they'd done for the year. With the help of Regan, Jono, Steph from Suburban Vibes, Tom, Eilish, Rachel from Blue Room Sound, Sam and Britt from Assembly Yard. We threw a WA first. We put on panels, we played fun games, everyone just was engrossed. We hosted a wonderful afternoon of music and celebrating the 2022 communities. To finish the night, we had musicians share their mental health stories through song and music.
All life you've been carrying, heavy weight upon your bed. You're testing my patience and tearing out the fabric.
Taking tiny steps to the precipice of a new bittersweet beginning.
Pay special attention to these lyrics.
Different, I worry. Too much time has passed to reconnect. Sunk into the depths I could not tread. Though I was a go-to for you, sorry, that one's on me. But I was not me. I crawled under a rock and stayed away.
Perfect song for community, but strap yourself in, you're about to witness something else.
Cheers. Holy shit, thank you.
For a kid that was never taken seriously about how much community meant and how much it influenced people, and for everyone else that had been struggling with mental health, we did it. To Haley, to Shan, to Jessica, to Adam on photography, to Sam, one of my dearest friends, Danika, Sefton, Stan, Chris, Leanne, Emily, Holly, Fiona, Benjamin, Ellen, young Marnie, Cate, always there at the drop of a hat, Jessie Jones, willing to do anything, Amy, Steph, my dearest partner, Max, willing to do video at any time, Troy, rocking up with all the charisma in the world, Lauren, slaving away with her already 5 to 6 day a week job, Cate, listening to me lose my mind regularly. Callie, between 5 night shifts. Hilton, with all the enthusiasm in the world. I thank you, in a way, for helping us make the music a reality. We'll never forget this.
Yeah.